Obviously, emotional win yesterday. What was the process of regrouping and make sure your senior day ended the way you wanted it as well?
Yeah, I think we just are always talking about leaving whatever happens behind, leave it. And yesterday, win or loss, good or bad, we leave it because it's a new day and everything's going to look different.
Was there a moment out there, in front of the crowd and everything that you kind of just took it all in? I mean, you guys are kind of in place to host again, over a couple weeks, but did you kind of take it in like it was your last game here?
Yes and no. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be here again, so it didn't feel like the last one here, and if it is, we still get to play with each other, so that's what we care about most, is that we get to keep playing games together more than anything.
Kedre, through the last 4 years, ups and downs and building and everything that's happened, what would you want your time here to be defined as?
I think the word for me today was free, and I think that's just a good word to describe this year, and just how, I want everybody to play free and just feel that freeness, I guess. I guess that would be the word to describe that, yeah.
You got both your hits today with on the first pitch. Were you just trying to be extra aggressive with runners on base to try to get them in there, or was it just something you saw that you liked there on those first pitches?
I feel like I'm pretty aggressive hitting-wise, early in the count, and I wasn't getting what I wanted later on in the count, and I was taking that good first pitch, so I was like, if it's there, I'm swinging, because that's the best pitch I was getting, so.
Not many people get to have senior day with their sister, and you kind of had a little hug there in center field right before the 7th inning. What are you feeling right then?
Yeah, just, I don't know, very grateful. We're so thankful that we get to play together, and again, it's not over, but we know we're nearing, so just soaking it all in, every moment, every play, everything, as much as we can.
In terms of just next week and looking ahead to the tournament, how important was it to get a win today and kind of just keep this momentum going into the postseason?
Yeah, I think it just sets us up nicely. We always talk about how Sunday's the start of our week, so just being able to have today's win and just today's energy and taking that into the start of the tournament is going to be big for us. So, and we're all excited. We're ready to go.
Kind of reflecting on the whole season in general, I mean, how prepared do you guys feel heading into the tournament next week?
Yeah, we feel pretty good. We always talk every day we don't need to change anything. We have all of the pieces of the puzzle, and we just have to keep being us, and we know who we are, so as long as we play Oregon softball, we're good to go.
What's it feel like to have that 1-2 punch in the circle right now? Lindsay was so good all year, obviously, but Elise really was big this weekend. I mean, how confident do you guys feel when you have at least 2 pitchers that can do that?
Yeah, I think they just totally have each other's backs. If one of them isn't getting what they want, the other one is totally, I got you, I'm going to do it for you, or vice versa. Elise totally, she was amazing today. Just switching speeds, the hitters just do not know what's coming, and they can't guess either because it all looks the same, and that's just what makes her so good. So, and Lindsay's the same. They just have each other's back, and it's awesome to see.
Playing with your sister and the nonverbal communication, now you guys can, I don't want to say read each other's minds, because there's been a couple of moments, but you guys have kind of a sense of where each other are at. Can you talk about how that's been developed over time?
Can you?
Well, when you went to make that catch,
Yeah.
Kai was kind of coming up on you, and there was kind of that moment where
Yeah.
you guys weren't quite sure, but it seemed like you kind of knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of knowing where we're playing, and then the wind played a factor in that. It's kind of hard to hear. We're both running, and so I'm being as loud as I can, and but if we don't hear each other, we talk about it and we continue on. So, but we pretty much we're comfortable with each other out there, which is really nice. So.
You ended up with the game-winning RBI there at the end. Given the emotions of yesterday, given the emotions of today, what does it tell you about your group that you were able to kind of keep your foot on the gas right to the end and kind of not take anything for granted late innings today?
Yeah, I think we know that no matter what, we're gonna keep trying to score. We're not gonna be complacent if we're ahead by 1 or 2. We want more, and we're always hungry for it. So we need to get as many as we can so that to take some stress off the pitchers, and we know that, and we do that. Both sides, the pitchers try and take stress from the hitters and vice versa. So, yeah.